Do you have to pay $400+ to get a good, high-quality blow dryer? That's the question I've set out to answer over the past year or so, and what we've learned by examining a lot of different hair dryers that are way less than $400 is that you are able to get decently performing or even strong performing units for well under what something like this from Dyson would cost you. And today I've got yet another one to add to that list, introducing the high-speed negative ionic blow dryer from Bopcal. Now this can be found on Amazon, where it's getting a lot of great reviews, and it comes in at $119, which stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you how to get that for a lot cheaper than that. But it is selling for that price on Amazon right now, and $119 isn't cheap by any means, but it is a far off price from the $400+ price tag that sits on the Dyson blow dryer. But obviously what's most important is, what do you get for that price? Let me show you with a closer look. According to the brand, the first feature this blow dryer needed to have was quick drying with no heat damage. To achieve this, they outfitted the unit with a 1500 watt, 110,000 RPM high-speed brushless motor that delivers airflow up to 36 meters per second, which translates into an approximate average 3-minute drying time. To reduce any possible heat damage, they also equipped the dryer with a highly responsive temperature sensing device capable of adjusting that temperature 100 times per second to prevent overheating. We've also got a few other features that I think are worth mentioning here. I'm gonna run through those real quick with you. The first one is the negative ion technology, which they say releases 200 million negative ions while drying. Number two is the customizable speed and heat settings. They offer 16 customizable combinations with 4 temperature settings, 2 airflow levels, and 2 airflow modes. And finally, number three is a solid design. I mean, here's a look at the entire unit once again, and you can see for yourself, nothing really stands out as problematic. At least I don't think so. Nothing feels weird in the hand. It doesn't feel cheap by any means. And honestly, I think it feels pretty good. I mean, nothing really stands out to me as looking off. I mean, it would be fairly obvious, I would think, if something was like looking really odd with this thing. But I don't really see anything like that. And as far as the weight goes, I want to mention this real quick too. It's actually quite light. I think they say it comes in at like 0.89 pounds, if I have that right, 0.89 pounds. And I want to mention this too, it comes with a 6-foot cord, which it's not as good as the Dyson, which has a 9-foot cord, but I've actually seen some units that have a cord that's shorter than 6 feet, so I think it was good that they at least included that. Let's go ahead and move on now to a drying test real quick. I'm going to actually time this to see how fast I can dry my hair. I'm going to go from wet to fully dry, and yes, my hair is shorter now, so it's going to be very quick nonetheless, but blow dryers can still affect time based on performance and what they're doing. And I think this is also a good opportunity to get a look at the effect it has on my hair as well. And in this case, we can see that my hair goes from fully wet to fully dry at around 1 minute and 42 seconds, which honestly I think is pretty good. I mean, I'm really not complaining about that. That's very quick in my opinion. Let's bring everything together now though. All of the stuff we've looked at, what do I think about this thing here? Overall, I think it's a pretty solid dryer. In my opinion, it's got a lot of really decent features, good features, I would say. The motor is one of those features that I say is good. The RPMs being produced is actually comparable at 110,000 to the Dyson. So, on paper, anyway, that's pretty comparable as far as the RPMs go. I guess what it comes down to, though, for me, I guess it's just like most things out there, it's your frame of mind. No matter how many blow dryers that I show, no matter how many that I feature on here compared to the Dyson, with much lower prices, there are still going to be people out there who defend the Dyson. They stand behind the Dyson. They say, they don't care if it's more expensive. They really like it, which is their right to do so. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I obviously own a Dyson. I think it's a fantastic hairdryer. I've used it forever. I've been using it forever. So I'm not saying anybody's wrong here. I do think that there are alternatives, and there's a fair case to be made for alternatives just like this. And so I'm kind of gearing the conversation towards those people, those who don't want to spend that much or simply can't. And I think there's a lot of people who are going to benefit from this video and this blow dryer that might be in that camp versus the ones that can or want to buy the Dyson. So I think it's kind of just going to come up to choice in the end. Honestly, the performance is solid on this one. It seems to provide what it claims to. I, of course, can't speak to longevity. I've only had this for a couple of weeks, and my Dyson is older than my daughter. much older. I bought it used, and it's still older than that. So it's a fairly old unit. It's still running strong, perfectly fine. I obviously can't speak to that experience with this blow dryer, but I can tell you it's a much better price. It seems to work as advertised, and so I don't really see anything wrong with it. Speaking of that price too, I told you that I could get you this dryer for a little bit cheaper. So let's take a look at that on our way out here. It is listed on Amazon for $119, but they are also offering a $40 coupon right now. I don't know how long that will last, but it is available as of now. So that obviously does drop it right down immediately to $73.99. But I do have a coupon code that the brand was kind enough to offer you guys. That's in the description down there. If you add that in there, you will get an extra 5% off that price. So that might sweeten the deal for some of you on that. I think that's pretty much it though for this one. I think that's all of my thoughts on this blow dryer. And if you would like to check this out, once again, the link to this specific blow dryer is there in the description with a coupon code. Go check that out. It's over on Amazon. Make sure to check it out while that other coupon is still available on the listing. I have no idea if that's going to be available forever or a day or what, I don't really know anything about that, but go check it out. It's there as of the time I'm uploading this video. While you're there checking things out, let me know in the comment section what you thought about this blow dryer. I really enjoy talking to you guys about your opinion on the stuff that I present here. So make sure you do that for me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, all of that awesome stuff. That's a big help to me. Thanks so much as always for stopping by and checking this blow dryer out with me. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.